Okay.
All right.
Well,
Let me thank Secretary Raffensperger and his staff for setting up this call. I would make one plea to you and one comment. The plea would be, I know you can't do anything unless you feel like it is supported by statute. I would argue that the extraordinary measures that you took with regard to absentee ballots because of the COVID pandemic, mailing out the applications, setting up these drop boxes and increasing the volume dramatically, would also allow you to make sure that no irregularities or problems crept in as a result of those extraordinary actions that you took because of the pandemic that weren't necessarily supported by statute. So I would encourage you to not hide behind the statute when it comes to verifying the ballots, when you dramatically increase the volume of the ballots and tax the verification system without any statutory authority to do so. I think that the pandemic is justification for both. And the final thing that I would say is, yes, there is frustration about the outcome of the election, but the frustration that you're hearing in my voice is not frustration about the outcome of the election. It's frustration about irregularities that we have repeatedly called to your attention that I don't believe have been taken as seriously as they should be, and which I believe that together raise questions that frankly call the outcome of the election into doubt. And I think Ryan Germany made a very good point that I have made repeatedly to Republicans that have expressed concern, and that is that Brad Raffensperger doesn't conduct the elections. The elections are conducted by county election superintendents, and most of them, in my judgment, did a pretty good job. There are a handful of counties where there are problems perennially, I can't pronounce the word, that are problems year after year after year. And those are not Brad Raffensperger's fault. Those are the county's election superintendents in those counties' fault. But Brad, you are our leader. You have been elected by the people of Georgia as the nominee of our party to oversee these elections. And we are begging you, imploring you to use your powers to go after the irregularities that we have identified to you in hundreds of pages of sworn affidavits, and that are apparent from the record of the meeting of the Fulton County Board of Elections, where their own board members are questioning the accuracy of their verification processes and their certification. And so I thank you for taking the time to listen to us, and I plead with you to do the things that we're requesting, not as Republicans, but as citizens of this great state of Georgia.
Hey, I just wanted to mention, I just got a text from my elections board member here in Gwinnett, Alice Olenek, and she said her greatest concern about the signature situation, because I asked her a question just a few minutes ago, is that this is her words, we have way more ballots than we have envelopes. I don't think that it was done right. So